Hola and bienvenidos everybody. My name is NittPicc, and if you don't know who I am a flutist and a music educator who enjoys all types of music. So I got this suggestion a while back, and we're talking a while back, and because of marching season I haven't touched it. So today we're listening to Gangstagrass, You Can Never Go Home Again. Anyway, before we jump in, if you end up liking the channel, please like and subscribe, and if you want to check out more from me, just because, there's some links down in the description below for my Discord if you want to suggest music. There's that, and then you have my Patreon where you can check out extra content as well as some free content that just naturally gets blocked on YouTube. But, you know, let's just jump in. Okay.
I remember 20 years ago I was standing in that courtroom. My charges I could not defend. The last thing the judge said to me as he handed down my sentence was, "You can never go home again. Never go home.
And I agree with everything that the judge said. If you come back around, I'm going out like Judge Dredd. What was in your head when you made those choices? I can only hope that you were played by voices and you made the decision not to listen to the one that was on your side when you started to slide. When mama brought you back home, she was broken down to the bone, cause you had been gone so long. But now her baby boy is back in the house. You can see all the smile from her mouth. I ain't never seen her this happy. And then all of a sudden you disappeared again, and she's crumbling down. The smile is gone from her chin, and she doesn't know where. And I don't even care, cause you broke mama's heart twice, and it ain't even nice. Now I'm surprised as heck that she's wondering where you went. And I don't give a damn, friend. I don't even care.
You've done your time and you come back out that doorway.
Okay, wait. Before we get into that. Yes. Yes. I just want to say I love it when two styles of music come together. Essentially, I thought we were going to get some folksy bluegrass style music, and then we have that, but then we have a mixture of our rapper over here, which I love how the context is like he's talking about his story, and then he was talking about basically like you were given a second chance. It's cool that it's almost like a two-way story. So I like that. Also, just the intro immediately, we get the banjo and that like drum beat. And I just want to say now, despite popular belief, all right, a fiddle and a violin are the same instrument, all right? So there's a bunch of jokes out there about fiddles and violins. Like, for instance, it's a violin if you're playing on a concert stage. It's a fiddle if you're playing in the backyard with a pair of boots on and overalls. It's a violin if you accidentally spill wine on it. It's a fiddle if you spill beer in it. It's just, there's a bunch of jokes. And it's cool because we have, like, I mean, we have our guitarist here who's playing along. But what's cool is our male vocalist here. We got a great buttery kind of sounding voice. We got harmony from her as well. It's really good. And I love she's playing double stops where you hear two notes together. See how she's playing chords? Those are called double stops.
I remember 20 years ago I was
And it just,
standing in that courtroom.
I love that he's got that like
My charges I could not defend.
ooh, the little bit of twang on
Judge
it.
said to me as he handed down my sentence was, "You can never go home again. Never go home."
I love that she fills in the harmony.
You can never go home again.
Then,
and I agree with everything that the judge said. If you come back around, I'm going out like Judge Dredd. What was in your head when you made those choices? I can only hope that you were plagued by voices and you made the decision not to listen to
listen
the
to
one
his rhythm.
that was on your side when you started to slide.
He changes
Mama
the
brought you
rhythm.
back home. She was broken down to the bone because you had been gone so long. But now her baby boy is back in the house. You can see all the smile from her mouth. I ain't never seen her this happy. And then all of a sudden you disappeared again. And she's crumbling down. The smile is gone from her chin. And she doesn't know where. And I don't even care because you broke mama's heart twice and it ain't even nice. Now I'm surprised as heck that she's wondering where you went. And I don't give a damn, friend. I don't even care.
It's cool because with rap music, how rappers do their craft is based on how rhythm is done, how they can fit syllables inside of rhythm. And if you listen carefully to his rhythm, he's got such a good rhythmic flow to his words, and he changes it up a little bit due to the syllables within some of the words, and you can feel it because it's also emphasized based on its like upbeat. I hope some of this makes sense, but it's just really cool how it feels. You can sense that when he changes the rhythm based on the syllables. But anyway, let's keep going.
Done your time and you come back out that doorway. You will not find a loved one or a friend. You may return to the place where the people used to know you, but you can never go home again. Never go home, never go home. You can never go
A change in the drum beat a little bit. Ooh. Okay.
Bruh, the things these eyes have seen will horrify the strongest. When I left the home I haven't been to in the longest. Led a life by the sword, forced to fall upon it. The kites flew, there was nobody left to correspond with. Familiar faces either passed on or flipped, so there wasn't much left for me to do except dip. Too many years lost off the lies of a snitch, so it was either do a bid or end up lying in the ditch. Now, left to walk across the land is a mystery. Every new town reinvented new history. I turned my back on my past just to get to see a new day. Reframe my identity to get to sleep at night. Man, I need about a fifth at least. The dirty deeds that I did just to get to eat. Melancholy and emptiness, the unseen consequence of the conditions of release.
We found a man.
Ooh, okay. That's these words, man. The words with what the meaning is. Yes, okay. So, first, I do want to go back just because the opportunity to hear, I don't get to listen to banjo very often, which is kind of ironic because we actually own one. But it's funny because banjo is a interesting instrument. So banjo, unlike guitar, banjo has 4 strings and guitar has 6, right? So the tuning of a banjo, starting from the lowest string, the lowest sounding string to the highest sounding string, is G, D, G, D, B. So it's a G major chord. And then in this case, like we have an octave between some strings. So we have 2 G strings, but one is lower, one's higher. And we have 2 D strings, which one's lower, one's higher. So we get that octave effect. But yeah, it's just something I just wanted to talk about. I do want to go back so we can listen to that banjo solo and the fiddle accompanying as well. And then we also get a change in drum beat as well. Like it has a more emphasis, like a hi-hat sound added.
On your time and you come back out that doorway. You will not find a loved one or a friend. You may return.
I love the coloring of our fiddle player, especially the double stops, man.
Never go home again. Never go home. Never go home.
See the the change right there for the drum beat. And here we go. Does he have a 5-string banjo? No, I think I'm crazy. Am I crazy?
Bruh, the things these eyes have seen will horrify the strongest. When I left the home I haven't been to in the longest. Led a life by the sword, forced to fall upon it. The kites flew, there was nobody left to correspond
Listen
with.
to the rhythmic
A million
flow.
faces either passed on or flipped, so there wasn't much left for me to do except dip. Too many years lost off the lies of a snitch, so it was either do a bid or end up lying in the ditch. Now, left to walk across the land is a mystery. Every new town reinvented new history. I turned my back on my past just to get to see a new day.
Changing
Reframe
style,
my
changing
identity
rhythm.
to get to sleep at night, man, I need about a fifth at least. The dirty deeds that I did just to get to eat. Melancholy and emptiness, the unseen consequence
Changing rhythm
of
right
the
there.
conditions of release.
It's so cool because you can hear that, like, history, get to eat, wantate. There's that rhythmic feel in the flow of the rap portion. And when he does change it up, it's like almost every 2 lines. So he has that wantate and then another line of wantate. I'm just saying a general number, just ignore me when it comes to counting rhythm. But and then it changes a little bit so that way he draws the listener back in, and then it gets back into that next line where he brings back like that rhythm again where he says gets to eat or get to eat, and then he changes the rhythm one more time because he's leaving the portion or his portion of the song, right? And the context, it's fitting with what the song is about, right? Whatever you did, everyone who loved you and cared for you either has given you a second chance or you don't have another chance anymore, and they're done with you. This stanza talks about all the things now that you have to do in order to survive because you don't have your people there to take care of you. This is great life lessons, but yes, I really like the context of the song. This is really cool.
The other day, hanging from the ceiling, his sentence was almost out, and it right there on his bed was a note so sad and simple.
Ooh.
Said you can never go home again. Never go home. Never go home. You can never go home again. Never go home. Never go
Yeah.
home. You can never go home again.
Yeah. Ooh. No. We gotta go back for that. I love how every time one of the rappers started doing their thing, we had a change in style, right? Instead of just hearing like the musical, chords and along with some banjo picking and some melodic line playing from the fiddle player, we get that we get that feel, and it's really cool. It's a cool change in context here, but I just want to hear that last part again.
Release.
We found a man the other day hanging from the ceiling.
So I just want to talk about this.
Was almost out, and it right there on his bed was a note so sad.
Wow.
And simple. Said he
That is so cool. The fiddle. Okay, so they said they found a man dead, right? What does the heart monitor do whenever you die? You flatline, right? Check that out.
man the other day hanging
She's
from
playing the
ceiling.
flatline.
His sentence
She does it for
was
a long
almost
time.
out, and it
And now
Never go home again.
she comes back in.
Never
Yes!
go home, never go home.
He had some grit. Here in a second to his voice.
Home again. Never go home, never
Yeah.
go home. You can never go home again.
Dang, I love that she slides into that last pitch. Yes, this is great. It's a good storytell, right? I really like that, along with how the musical instruments play different styles to enhance each portion, right? That crisscross of genre makes this a lot of fun to listen to. But yeah, this was really cool. I'm glad that I dug this out of my list of reactions to do. I really enjoyed it. All right, as usual, let's continue the conversation about music. So what did you think about Gangstagrass? And what do you think about the song You Can Never Go Home Again? Like the context of the lyrics, the way the music was done or produced, and like the little details along with the mixture of genre. It's a cool mix. Let's be real here, okay? What else do you think I should listen to? Is there more from them that I should dig through? So anyway, before you go, if you like what you saw here today, please like and subscribe. And if you want to check out more, there's some links down in the description below for my Discord where you can give me more suggestions or suggestions for anything, as well as the link to my Patreon where you can check out more content as well as some free content. So I hope you're having a wonderful day, and I will see you in the next video. Peace out.